it feels like we can't talk about this topic without uh, opening the Pandora's box of difficult sexual experiences, and also
Right.
uh, shame and guilt, also these things that we've taken on, either that we've experienced in our lives, negative experiences, abuse and so on. And of course, journaling will uncover those experiences too. So how do you, in your trauma-informed practice, support that process without going into too many details, but just how might someone stay safe, I suppose, is what I want to know while this excavation process is going on, let's say.
Yeah, such a good question. And thank you for asking it. So, definitely, sexual trauma is a very difficult subject, for a lot of people, and understandably. And I also want to say, even if one has not had sexual trauma, there's still what my mentor, one of my mentors, Ariel Gerato, calls sexuality trauma, which is essentially living in a world that is largely sex negative and pleasure negative, or has been for so many millennia, really. Um, and so if you find that you're journaling and suddenly maybe you notice a constriction in your body, or it's just not feeling comfortable for you, I would really invite you to not push yourself, be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself, stop the journaling if it feels uncomfortable. And then if you feel that it would be supportive, then feel free to contact a trauma trained professional. So someone who has trained in a trauma healing modality like somatic experiencing, for example, and there are many others as well. So, working with a professional who's trauma trained is a really good idea, because they can help you um, to titrate. And by titrate, I just mean going very slowly so that one's nervous system does not get overwhelmed. So I've actually just finished my somatic experiencing training. So there they really show us how to um, take small steps so that the client's nervous system is not overwhelmed. So that's how I would support someone with something like that is, we would introduce a resource. And what I mean by resource is anything that feels soothing or grounding, or just soothing is the word I would use, actually. Just something that is a resource for you, an anchor, I would say. So, even so for people at home who are journaling, I would recommend first just thinking even of a nice holiday that you went on, or something comforting, even like your cat, perhaps, anything that acts as an anchor, like a bookmark that you can come to if things get overwhelming. So if you're journaling and suddenly there's an uncomfortable feeling, then you could always put your journal down and just spend some time stroking your cat, if your cat or pet is a resource for you, thinking a few moments about that holiday. So tap into your resource first, savor it. How does it feel in your body, or how do you feel in general when you think about that resource or have that resource next to you? And then journal. And if uncomfortable feelings come up, then go to that resource and spend some time with it. And this will help the titration or the going gently. And once again, you don't have to continue journaling after that. You can always just take a break. You can come back to it if you want to, or you can choose not to write about that again. And if you feel that support from a professional would be helpful, then I would definitely invite people to seek that out as well.